What's up, guys? Welcome to lesson 4.3, solving equations using add and subtract. Let's do it. So we're gonna start off with this one. We're solving for r. So we gotta isolate r. Now, whenever we're isolating, we always wanna think inverse operation. So we wanna get this 2 1/3 out of there. We're currently subtracting it from r. It's all about what's happening relative to r. So we go ahead and we add 2 1/3. When we add it to this side, we gotta add it to this side as well, right? We're adding in both sides. Adding and subtracting, they cancel each other out. Same number, adding 2, subtracting 2, gone. So now we have r equals 2 1/3 plus 8 3/8. But we need to get common denominators to add these fractions. So what's a nice multiple of 3 and 8? Let's go 24. So we're going to multiply this guy by 8 over 8. Whoops. And this guy by 3 over 3. And what do we end up getting? We get r equals 2 8 24ths plus 8 9 24ths. 8 plus 9 gives us 17 over 24, and 2 plus 8 gives us 10. So r equals 10 17 24. It's not the prettiest number, but it is what it is. Now let's go to 28. Keisha feeds her dog 2/3 cup of food in the morning. She feeds the dog a total of 1.5 cups food every day. Write an addition equation to find out how much food she gives the dog the rest of the day. So she gives her dog 2/3 of a cup in the morning, and then she gives her some other value, x, we don't know what it is, and that equals, the final total equals 1.5 cups. How do we solve this? We're going to subtract 2/3 from both sides. So we're going to subtract 2/3, subtract 2/3. These guys cancel out. So x equals 1 1/2. You know, I'm going to make this an improper fraction. So we're going to make this 3/2, just make it a little easier, right? We multiply times the base, add to the top, so we get 3/2 minus 2/3. We need a common denominator here. Let's go for 6, right? Least common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. And multiply this guy by 3 over 3. This guy over here by 2 over 2. So we get x equals, what is that, 3/2, so that is 9/6 minus 4/6, which means the rest of the day she feeds her dog 5/6 of a cup of food. Now let's go on to number 42, the final question. So here it says a newspaper is 12 1/4 inches wide and 22 inches long. So let's do it like this. Let's say this length going across is 12 1/4, right? And going up and down, it's a little unclear, it's a 4. And then going up and down, we'll just call this 22 inches. Now, it says this is 1 1/4 inches narrower and 1/2 inch longer than the old edition. What were the dimensions of the old edition? Now there's two ways we could do this using an equation, or we could use the visual representation. Let's use the equation, since we're trying to solve equations here. So 12 1/4 is 1.5 inches narrower than the old version. So we take the old version and we subtract 1 1/4 inches. So this right now currently is 1 1/4 inches narrower than the old edition. So the old edition, if we want to solve for the width, we basically would just add 1 1/4. Oops, 1 1/4. Add 1 1/4. This guy cancels out. 12 1/4 plus 1 1/4 gives us 13 1/4. That is the old margins for the width, and it's also 1/2 inch longer than the old edition. So 22 equals x plus, what was it? 1/2 inch. X plus 1/2, because this is 1/2 inch longer than the old one. Okay, so that's 1/2 inch plus the old version. Let's make this y, sorry. Let's make a different variable for the length. So we'd subtract 1/2 to find this, subtract 1/2 to find this. y ends up equaling 22 minus a half is 21.5 inches. There's our old dimensions, and